A growing number of Western retailers are betting big on Asia. Today I have with me John McCarville, the CEO of Crocs. So John, Asia has been a very popular region for Western retailers to expand in recent days. We have the slowdown of the Asian economies nowadays, from China to Indonesia to India. Is that affecting Crocs at all, and if so, in what way?
Yeah, you know, it's still a growing market for us. People don't really realize that Crocs is about 8 years old. If you think about our first year in Asia was 2005. So as a brand, you know, this is still an emerging market for us from a growth standpoint, retail stores, new products, a lot of room for growth for us here.
So where are the most promising markets for growth for you? Obviously China, right. Second largest economy in the world, but besides China, where else do you see growth in the region?
Yeah, we've seen Japan in the early days of Crocs, 2005, 2006, 2007, you know, really be something fun and innovative for the Japanese consumer, lightweight, colorful, and now we see that kind of carry over. Korea, China have been, you know, good growth markets for us. For our type of product, you know, mainly spring, summer types of footwear, you know, anywhere where it's warm. Southeast Asia economies have done very well for us, and even going into the Middle East now, which is a great potential market for us going forward.
Now, going back to China, John, I know counterfeiting has been a big problem for Crocs in China. So talk to me a little bit about Crocs' strategy. Why is it important for Crocs to fight counterfeiting? Because not every company does. Some companies have the philosophy, it's going to happen anyway, you fight it, others are going to spring up. But Crocs has been very proactive. Why is that?
You know, for us, we're such a mass market product. You know, if you think about the type of footwear that we make and the consumers that we're trying to attract, next generation, middle class Chinese, you know, families, consumers, it's important that we fight that battle and that they understand who we are and what we stand for. And we have put a lot of time and effort into establishing the brand there. We have to protect it for the long term.
I've heard there are whole counterfeit Crocs stores that have sprung up. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's
in China?
Happened for years.
Are they pretty authentic?
Well, yeah, oh, they look very authentic from the outside.
Right.
You know, you go inside, and I've been in, you know, many of our counterfeit stores there, and half the shoes in the store are our products that we make today. Half aren't even styles that we even make. Hang tags are very authentic. They copy everything, copy the website also. So we've had a long kind of standing issue with a kind of a local company, Copycats, who just absolutely copies our website. Word for word, you open up our website, you open up their website, and they've just copied it verbatim. Now we find this to be flattering, that people like what we're doing, but there has to be a line where you have a brand that you're establishing, and there's a lot of space out there for people to establish other brands without, you know, doing what we see today.
Okay, let's talk about production for a minute. A lot of companies obviously produce in the factory of the world, which is China. Crocs as well. Rising wages are rising, labor's tight. Is that affecting Crocs at all, John, and how is that affecting Crocs?
Yeah, we outsource today about 80% of our production. So last year, sales about 50 million pairs. We build about 10 million pairs in our own factories in Europe, in Mexico. Of those 40 million pairs of shoes that we built, most of those are built in southern China. But with our Taiwanese partners, we are moving 10–15% of our production down to Vietnam this year. Partly because of the way that tariffs and duties work for us to build products in China and ship into emerging markets like Brazil. The duties are just too high, or even tariffs on leather products built in China that go to Japan. It just creates that kind of need for a second source in Asia where, you know, we don't have those same dynamics to import into, you know, markets.
Very interesting. Well, John McCarville, Crocs CEO, thank you for stopping by.